Hey, Jono here. Thanks for joining me for Deadly Premonition.
Zach, let's get back to the hotel. First Anna, then Becky, now Diane. I'm not looking forward to writing this investigation report.
Agent Morgan. York. Do you have a moment?
What is it, George?
There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Do you have any time later?
I have time
Can't
right
we
now.
just do it here?
Yes.
If possible, I'd like to go to a bar. Of course, we don't really have to.
A bar? Now that sounds like a good idea. Zach, what do you think? We can go drinking with George, or turn him down and head back to the hotel.
Let's go for a drink. Especially if it's just going to do it like this.
George,
and not
that
make me
scar on
fucking
your
wait
cheek.
60 hours to,
Where did you
like,
get it?
get there.
This? Didn't I tell you? Well, it's not from work.
Like the meeting
I
time.
got it when I was a kid.
A childhood injury. Tree climbing? I used to get a few scrapes myself climbing the big tree in our backyard. I used to climb it a lot. And fall out of it a lot.
This wasn't anything like that, though. It was my mother. She did it.
I'm sorry, George.
Don't worry. It's ancient history. The world is flooded with unreasonable violence. The strong overpower the weak, adults over children, men over women, and criminals over their victims. I have no memories of my father. He left before I knew him. My mother would hit me every time I asked why. And it didn't stop there. If I ate too slow, left my shoes scattered around, TV volume too loud, she found reasons to hit me.
Jesus, I wasn't expecting this.
Bad.
And pouring out
The
his
worst
soul.
was what she called the tree punishment. She'd whip my back with these thin tree branches like a whip.
Profiling.
I won't do it again. That hurts, Mama. I'm sorry, please. I'm sorry.
Tree punishment was definitely the worst, I tell you. Just hearing those words used to make me shiver and want to pass out. And that's why I didn't want to show you those scars on my back. Every time after the tree punishment, she'd always say the same thing. This is hurting the tree more than it is hurting you. And me, being a naive, dumb kid, I believed her. I went to the woods to apologize to the trees. I kept asking myself, why is she hurting me this way? I thought long and hard about it. In the end, I've just figured I'm weaker than her. That's why. It's the law of Mother Nature at work. The strong eat the weak.
But now, you have the power to protect the weak.
That's right. Perhaps I should thank my mother for guiding me into this line of work. York.
There are flies buzzing all
I've
around
been
you.
an arrogant fool, haven't I? And if it weren't for me, both Becky and Diane would still be alive.
Becky,
I could've
yes.
saved them
Well,
both.
maybe.
You know, it's almost like they died because of me.
You're out of your mind.
I invited you to this bar for a drink. But I guess this bar is my confession chamber. And I wanted you to listen. And to tell you, well, you must already hate me for causing all these problems and not following your orders. York, I'm sorry. I'll follow your orders from now on. You'll have my total cooperation.
George, you've been as cooperative as you can be. You even invited an FBI guy to a bar for drinks. You've done a good job protecting this town. And the folks here respect you for that. Nobody can blame you for anything.
Thanks. I do feel a little better.
Extra for profiling. Okay, so what are we doing? Talk?
Since we're here, why don't you talk to a few other people? I'll just finish off my drink. Let me know before you leave, okay?
Okay. Who should we talk to? Carol?
Hey, Carol. Becky is dead. Diane, too. We've got Nick in custody as a suspect.
Nick didn't do it.
I know. Carol, you took a locket from Diane, didn't you? A locket with this mark on it.
That's a blank. She can't see that.
I'm busy, gotta go.
Alright. I was worried it's gonna do this. Is this gonna be like a fucking entire song we have to sit through? Lip syncing's not even there. I can't even understand what she's saying. Behind the toilet? The shoes came off? What? Speak clearly! Oh, you're not very good. There should be subtitles. Saying kosher. Is it fading to black? Please just fade to black. No. Yep. What the hell is she talking about? Just end the song here, please. Oh, is that the Undertaker guy? I forgot his name. And yeah, he looked like an Undertaker guy. Alright. I don't know what happens if I talk to her again. I really want to. My brother is at the sheriff's department, isn't he? Poor guy having to watch over Nick who didn't even do anything. Right. She's Thomas's sister. Folks here sure drink a lot. She might be the main reason they come here, though. You were playing the piano, though. And you're a ghost! The plot thickens. Wait. Aren't you the exact same guy? Can I get up here? Can I take the mic? Just one of the regular patrons not involved in this case, I figure. I don't see anyone else I can actually talk with. I don't know, they all kind of look the same. What is going on in this city? Well, it's a town. Well, I guess it's time to talk to George again. George, I want to go home.
Sorry to keep you waiting, boys.
Who the fuck are you?
Zach. Emily is already
Oh
a
my
goddess
god,
of
it's
the
Emily?
forest.
But she's dressed in a dress.
Let's forget work for a bit and drink a little, shall we?
York? Why is she here?
I just thought the more the merrier. You know, to relax and get loose. Is this a problem?
No, of course not. Pardon me, Emily, but I'm pooped. I think
Oh,
I'll just
real?
call it a night.
A little bit harsh.
George, I just
Yeah.
got here and you're
Yeah.
walking out on me? I was hoping the three of us could have a drink and let out a little steam.
I'm afraid I've already had enough. And I already had a good man-to-man with York. So I'll see you guys.
That's a bit stink, George. I mean, even if you're tired and shit, you should just at least stick around for one.
I think George likes you, but he's avoiding you all at the same time.
How astute.
And she got all dressed up for it,
There's
too.
a reason?
Nothing worth going into. It's a thing of the past.
That sounds weird. It's like she's drinking tea
Okay.
from a saucer.
He did
Well, with a
ask me
saucer.
out when I first came to town. I was still in high school.
Jesus.
But I never really considered him my
How old is
type.
he?
And there's the age gap thing,
Yeah.
too. I respect him, of course.
I don't.
I wouldn't have taken his job otherwise.
Pretty fucked up.
So, did you move to this town alone?
Of course not. I came with my parents.
Tell me about them then.
Sure, why not? My dad dealt in stocks in New York. He was hardly at home when I was a kid, always working. Those pieces of paper were far more important to him than I was. Which is no different now, really. I don't see much of him. My mother? Totally different story. A wonderful person that I still respect. She was always kind and understanding. Not only that, but she would always help me find my way. She could be fierce, too, scolding me if I took a wrong step. We had our battles, sure, but all in all, she was a wonderful mother.
Past tense?
Yeah, she's gone now. Cancer, just before I graduated high school. She gave this to me just before she died. I take it with me wherever I go. It's what I treasure most.
A leaf.
I'm sure she's very proud of you.
I don't wear it, though. Are they gonna have sex? We're at Galaxy of
I
Terror.
had a good time tonight. Good night.
See you tomorrow.
York.
Yes.
Why are they just standing in the rain? So annoying.
Please, don't lie to us, okay?
I won't. Don't worry. I won't.
Love the way he lights a cigarette, his one puff, and then snubs it out. Okay. I guess we just head to the hotel. And can I make this turn? I did it! I wonder how many flies I can get. They're distracting, but I'm kind of amused by it. And a full tank of gas.
let's focus on the case at hand. The murders with the red seeds. Officially, the Bureau has not made a statement about these seeds. Some even claim that they are irrelevant to the killings. But after the red seeds were found in a Boston homicide, I've been unable to get them out of my head.
They haven't even blinked.
I've even gone through all of the files looking for similar cases. And we found 7 other homicides related to the seeds. The victims were all young
I think we go
girls,
this way.
and they were killed in 8 different states. They arrested all 7 murderers, but there's no connection between them. However, you must not overlook there was one thing linking the cases together, and that's the red seeds.
I have a hunch this case here in Greenvale is going to lead us to the truth about those seeds. Don't you think so, Zach?
Well, let's just do what we can do and do our best. By doing our best, I'm sure we'll get to where we need to go.
Speaking of which, we're here. Alright, so it's just another recap. Kind of thought that's what we'd be doing, but then went to the bar. After the last episode, need a nice short one. I like these ones. More about the story than the game.
Zach, let's go over our progress.
Alright, how well will I do this time?
And the sketchbook we found at Becky's house. Nick and Diane became our primary suspects. There were a couple of reasons for this. First, Becky gave the missing locket to Diane. Also, Nick has no alibi for when Anna and Becky were killed. We followed Nick to the art gallery, which led us, unfortunately, to our 3rd victim. The 3rd victim, Diane, was strung up in the entrance hall of the art gallery. Her hands were tied and a knife was sticking out of her chest.
Oh, was it? I didn't notice the knife.
However, there was a marked difference from the previous crimes.
Do you remember what that was, Zach?
She was still alive. Ooh. It was right after the crime?
That's right. Diane was still alive. This
Oh,
suggests
okay, I see what they
that
mean.
time had passed since the crime was committed. Which means the criminal was still close by. It was somewhere near the scene. There are 2 possible
Could have been
candidates.
Forrest.
Nick, who was knocked out in the entrance, and one other.
Zach, who was the other person in the gallery?
It was York.
That's right. Casey. We followed Will.
I don't think we need to worry about the dude in the
all the way
wheelchair,
down.
unless he's not actually
Casey's
wheelchair bound.
statement came out as follows.
That'd be a twist.
He and Diane were in a physical relationship. That was why he visited the gallery. The 2 were in the middle of such a meeting when Nick showed up. Diane lost her cool and shut Kaysen up in the basement. Now, what did Kaysen hear when he was locked up?
Farts. Boots.
That's it. The sound of boots passing by. Nick was wearing
So
boots.
he might not literally mean boots. He might just be like, it wasn't someone in heels. It could have been someone in like sneakers or dress shoes, but
Nick said he
most
already
likely a
confronted
male.
Diane about her playing around with men, but they eventually decided to go out drinking to make up. However, immediately after that, Nick was attacked by someone in the entrance hall and knocked unconscious.
So he sees.
We saw the rest.
Zach, do you think that Nick is our serial killer?
I don't know.
Me too. Usher sent in a report too.
I don't know if one of the other ones can be
He found a
wrong.
large volume of red seeds in Diane's stomach. This confirms her as a victim of the Raincoat Killer. Remaining leads. There's the locket, which is in Carol's possession. The man with the tattooed back, and the upside-down peace sign.
They could check Nick. Why don't they check Nick's back?
There's a lot left to answer.
I'm not saying I'll make him innocent,
Coffee
but
will give us more guidance tomorrow.
yeah. If he has the mark on his back, then he's definitely like involved somehow.
Zach, what did you think about George pouring his heart out? I was surprised. It's the end of a monarchy. And he called me York instead of Agent Morgan.
My prostitute is here. Oh my god, Emily, you're a
Emily?
prostitute as well?
What's going on? Do you know what time it is?
I'm sorry. I couldn't sleep, so I was drinking alone.
Oh no, they are gonna have sex.
My mother was a very kind woman.
This is just sex talk.
She always smiled so brightly. Baked cakes and cookies every day. She'd say that I needed the sugar because I spent so much time thinking. My father was always quiet. We never talked much. He was a federal agent, just like me,
See, look at what he's doing with his
and he was
hips.
hardly ever at home. The only words he ever had for me were harsh ones. I had a vivid imagination, and I remember he once said this to me. There are plenty of crazy things in this world. You don't have to go dreaming them up. And it's my job to make sense out of them. One day you'll understand what I'm saying. I found out later that my father was one of the first to ever use criminal profiling to catch bad guys. And so now I'm doing exactly the same job that he did. Like father, like son.
Can I ask you something?
Shoot.
Mind if it's something personal?
Fire away.
Who's Zach?
Oh,
Zach.
Interesting.
Is a friend of mine.
Oh, so you do have friends.
Yeah. He's my only friend.
Yeah, you're not my friend.
What kind of person is he then?
Well, I've never seen his face. But he's always with me, and we discuss everything.
No.
When did you become friends?
A long time ago. Back when I was a child.
I kind of thought he was his brother. And they must have died when they were, like, younger. And he kind of spoke to him. But I was never sure whether he's literally speaking out loud, because no one seems to
I was 7.
reflect on it. Like, no one seems to question why
I
he's
woke up one
talking to
morning to
himself.
hear my mother crying in the living room.
And 3 bowls of wine.
This wasn't normal, so I headed in to see her. My father was there pointing a gun at my mother. I was so scared. I closed my eyes. So I don't remember much more. But I do remember the words my father said to me. At times we must purge things from this world because they should not exist. Even if it means losing someone that you love. When I came back to my senses, they were both dead. He shot my mother and then killed himself.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about it. Zach's with me. It was around that time that we became friends.
I'm here. I'm with you, he said. I'll be here always. We can get through this together. Quite aside from that terrible scene in front of me, that voice seemed to make me calmer. And here we are, working together, getting through things.
This is the first time I've ever told anyone about this. I wonder if Zach will get angry.
That's a sad story. But I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I'm sure there was a reason for what your father did.
I know. I think maybe I became an agent to find out why he did what he did.
Cock.
Oh yeah, York. I forgot to thank you.
Thank me? For what?
You saved my life. If you didn't save me at the gallery, I would have died along with Diane.
Oh, yeah.
No need to thank me for that. I'm pretty useless. I couldn't save Becky. I couldn't save Diane.
What did you just say? Useless? I was never expecting to hear you say that. Huh. There might be a modest guy in you after all.
Finally, you noticed? You're a little slow, aren't you?
Maybe hopeless, but not useless.
Zip. She's got some
Zach.
skills.
Do you think Emily got home safely?
Anyway, I think it's more serious of a situation than I thought. Do you remember? Our conversation with Emily. She's really interested in you. I think she's starting to have certain feelings for you.
If that's the case, Zach, you and I are rivals. This is a very serious situation indeed.
Well, if it comes to that, let it be a fair fight. Agreed?
Sure.
Thomas! Thomas!
What's wrong with the echo?
Come on, please!
What a bizarre echo for there.
Just for a moment. 1 second. Hate it in here, Thomas. Think I'm going mad. I know you're there. Come on, please!
The echo does not fit. I mean, you could well be part of an echo, but that's a huge echo. Like, is he imprisoned in a canyon or something? Poor Thomas will be fucking freaking out. Madman screaming at him. Okay, interesting. Even more interesting. Right, so not much gameplay, more just a 30-minute cinematic, but fine with that. And yeah, the next episode, I guess, will be a new day. Who knows what we'll be doing after that. Nick seems a little insane. And Carol is definitely tied into this somehow. So, yeah, we'll see. So until then, thank you very much for watching. And take it easy.